Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to NBA games played at weird locations. Wow, NBA games that are played at weird locations. Okay, the one that comes to memory is the 2010 All-Star game that was played in the Dallas Cowboys stadium. I remember that played in the Dallas Cowboys stadium, and and it was the most attended basketball game of all time. I think it was 100,000 people. 100,000 people attended that game. And it was a really good game too. It was a really good game. I think the East won. Dwayne Wade won MVP, I believe. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this, man. NBA games played at weird locations. Ooh, this is good. This should be a good one.
Alright, so in this video, we're going to be taking a look at NBA games played at random locations or weird locations. I've done this with college football, I've done it with MLB and the NFL, I think. So now I'm on to just different random NBA games, including some outdoor NBA games that have happened. But we are going to start with one of the most unique circumstances when it comes to an NBA arena. This isn't even an NBA arena. It is the Rogers Center, or at the time it was called the Sky Dome, in Toronto. This hosted the Toronto Raptors from 1995 to 1999, so kind of a long time for this crazy configuration. And you can see, I'm sure it reminds a lot of people of the Carrier Dome, the idea of, you know, an MLB or an NFL or college football stadium hosting NBA or college basketball action. You can see they've got all of that temporary seating going up. It actually looks really ugly to me, just the way they did the temporary seating. But yeah, it's completely ridiculous. I can't believe the Raptors played here for as long as they did. I guess when you're building an arena, it took them time.
Hey, man, they got to experience Vince Carter. They got to experience Vince Carter jumping out the water. Vince Carter. So can you really complain when you experiencing jumping out the water, Vince Carter, a young up and coming Tracy McGrady, old man Hakeem Olajuwon, old man Muggsy Bogues. Oh my God, I can't believe all the players was on that goddamn team.
But yeah, pretty crazy considering when you look at this and where the court is in relation to the actual infield and outfield. You can see just a giant,
you couldn't get no better resolution picture
behind all of that temporary seating. It just looks really spooky for an NBA game to just have all of that emptiness behind there. It does remind me of the Carrier Dome, so yeah, that is certainly a unique, weird.
What would have made it lit was if they had like a theme park back there, or like a Jurassic Park like theme park back there. Kids on the Ferris wheel going up and down watching the games. So basically people don't even have to go to the game. You just go into the arena just for the experience. Like, bro, they could have made an attraction out of this, bro. That would have been fire.
Wouldn't even call it arena. I would just say it's a temporary home for the Toronto Raptors. It is an MLB stadium. And fun fact on the Rogers Center, they actually just got a huge renovation, and the Rogers Center should be around for another 15 to 20 years at least. Imagine if they would have opened the roof for one of the NBA games. They should have done that. I wonder if they're worried about like condensation or something.
No, I think it probably has something to do with this big ass scoreboard in the middle of the goddamn place. I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it, sir.
Comes to possibly opening the roof, but it would have been cool if they would have done that for one of the games. As far as I can tell, they never opened the roof because the Sky Dome is a retractable roof. It was always closed, of course, for NBA games. The next one, this is the world record highest NBA attendance.
Yep.
It was Jerry World, AT&T.
Yep. I just said this is the only one I can remember. This is the only one I can remember to bring. I didn't know about the Toronto Raptors. Like I said, really, who was watching the Toronto Raptors back then? If it wasn't Vince Carter highlights on ESPN, who the fuck was watching the Toronto Raptors? Let's be real, bro. Who was really watching the Toronto Raptors back around that time, bro? But I do remember this. Like I said, this was a good All-Star game. The dunk contest was terrible this year. DeMar DeRozan got robbed. Nate Robinson kept doing the same fucking dunks. And I hate when everybody say when Nate Robinson do the same fucking does. I know we going off tangent here, but I gotta say this, bro. And shout out to Nate Robinson. Hopefully he doing better with his kidney thingamajig, his kidney problems right now. Hopefully he's getting better off of that. But Nate Robinson robbed plenty of people of dunk contests. He robbed Iguodala in 06, robbed Dwight Howard in 09, and he robbed DeMar DeRozan in 2010. I know a lot of, and I hate when people say, "Oh, but Jordan did the same." It's different with Jordan. Want to know why it's different with Jordan? Because Jordan didn't take 500 attempts to do one fucking simple dunk. That's why, nigga. That's why I hate Nate Robinson in the dunk contest, bro. I hated every time Nate Robinson appeared in the dunk contest. I hated it because I knew he was going to win it with the same bullshit dunks that took him 50 fucking attempts to pull off, bro. This nigga took 50 attempts just to do a fucking windmill, bro. Got me sitting up here like, bro, cancel this man out. If he can't do the dunk, he got to go sit down, bro. Because everybody in here doing their thing. Everybody doing their thing in dunk contest. And here come this nigga trying to do the fucking impossible. Knowing goddamn good and well, your little ass can barely get off the fucking ground, dog. You struggling to do a fucking windmill, bro. Come on, G. The fuck off the court, nigga. You wasting time.
Stadium, the NFL Stadium in Arlington, Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys, hosting the NBA All-Star Game. And because an NBA court is a lot smaller than an NFL football field, you can fit on a lot more.
What the hell?
Temporary seating closer to the action, and that enabled them to get well over 100K, around, I believe, 108,000 people here for the All-Star Game. That's kind of cool that they decided to do this, and you wonder if the NBA would consider doing more neutral site games like this where you host them at indoor college football stadiums, like maybe US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, maybe out in Arizona.
It depends on the state that they're in, and it depends on if there's a secure roof. So I still wonder why they haven't done an All-Star game in Hawaii yet. I would love to see an All-Star game in Hawaii. I would actually go. All-Star game in Jamaica, All-Star game in London, All-Star game in Saudi Arabia. Yo, the NBA needs to start expanding, bro. Everybody else expanded. WWE expanded. Fucking NFL's expanding. They was out in Germany this year. They didn't even stop in London. They went to Germany. They went to Mexico. They was all over the place this fucking year, this season. And now you got the goddamn. I just wish that they could host, but I understand though because it's cold outside during February, and around that time, that's tax season. So there's a lot of artists trying to get that tax money, so that's when they start doing their fucking tours. A lot of artists start doing that shady shit. They start doing all their fucking tours around tax time. They don't like waiting till the summertime. Summertime, they'll continue it on if the sales are doing well. But other than that, nah. They wait till tax time to get that fucking tax money off niggas, because that's when they know niggas got the most money, so they can charge a lot for the ticket prices. But it's up to the NBA, man. I would love to see them in Hawaii. And maybe if they do another football arena or baseball arena, it's probably gonna have to be it's gotta be indoors first and foremost. That's the number one rule. It's got to be indoors.
There are certainly a lot of super stadiums. You can do it at the Superdome, but either way, this was kind of a cool event, and you can see all of the extended seating that it did have there. Also, the other unique thing about AT&T Stadium, even without all of that extended seating, they can still seat 105K if they were to host a Super Bowl because they're able to add on extra seats in between rows. But moving on, this is the highest attended regular season game. It was at the Alamo Dome, and this recently happened. It was a game between the Spurs and the Warriors, and you can see because the Alamo Dome is football mainly, it was originally built to try and attract an NFL team to the city of San Antonio, and that never happened, so now it is just the home to UTSA football, the University of Texas San Antonio, and they're the only major tenant there. Of course, also you do have the Alamo Bowl, but that's only once a year. This was a cool event, and they certainly filled it up, considering it is a football stadium with a capacity well over 60,000. And then here are the outdoor NBA games that it looks like that's held at some type of tennis court right there. Very interesting seating configuration and a really nice sunset. But yes, outdoor NBA games are extremely rare. Only 4 NBA games have ever been played outdoor. The first one was between the Suns and the Bucks in September of 1972 at a baseball park in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It was a preseason game, and the NBA did not schedule another outdoor game after that, citing weather as a major obstacle. We have seen college basketball play several outdoor games, those games on aircraft carriers. When it comes to the NBA, however, in 2008, the Phoenix Suns planned to play a preseason game outdoors at Indian Wells Tennis Garden in California. The idea reportedly came from the Suns' part-time owner, who presented it to the Suns' president and CEO. The game, which was preseason, was played at a tennis arena in October of 2008 between the Suns and the Denver Nuggets. Both teams were affected by low temperatures around 64 degrees and high winds 15 miles per hour, struggled from the field and shot below 40%, and only hit 3 out of 27 three-pointers. A lot of key players were out considering it was preseason. The game finished in a Nuggets win, 77-72. And that, well, I'm not going to say this, but if you guys remember the Phoenix Suns in like 2008, 2009, they had that really up-tempo 7-second offense. So for a game to end that low scoring, it's very obvious that the weather is going to affect it a little bit. And that's one of the things
David Stern ain't playing with that.
Whenever a game is played on an aircraft
David Stern said, pure fucking offense, 100-point game.
Always bet the under because the elements
RP
make the
David
game
Stern.
be very low scoring. 77-72 is crazy. Nowadays, it would be completely unheard of. Even back in 2008, that was a very low score. The game, however, based on revenue and attendance, was a major success for preseason, and due to the success of the 2008 game, the Suns decided to schedule more outdoor games in upcoming preseasons. In October of 2009, the Suns met the Golden State Warriors at Indian Wells. Due to poor weather, both teams struggled as they shot just 40% from the field. However, the Warriors did win that game 104-101, so more high scoring. And then a third game was played at Indian Wells, which was on October of 2010, so a year later, between the Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. Unlike the previous games, the weather was warm and windless. The Suns won the game for the first time, winning 98-90. The WNBA has had one regular season game played outside in July of 2008. So it's a very rare thing. You had basically 4 preseason NBA games played outside, 3 of them coming in a 3-year time span from 2008 to 2010, kind of a promotion by the Phoenix Suns, played at Indian Wells, a tennis court with the surrounding, they just take the tennis court out and put an NBA court in. It is relatively easy. And then when it comes to another strange arena, these are the Japan games, or the Japan series. The NBA has gone to the United Kingdom. They always now do a European.
Too bad, oh boy, what's his name? Too bad Daryl Morey fucked it up for the China games. Daryl Morey just had to open his fucking mouth. Just had to say something about China fucking up the money. I would have kicked his ass too. I would have been on his ass too. I don't care. You fucking up the money. I understand there's some fucked up shit going on in China, but still though, nigga, you fucking up the money.
series that they've gone to New Mexico. Actually, they go to New Mexico every single year. Maybe Monterey. Monterey has a lot better or more suitable altitude than Mexico City. Mexico City's altitude is just ridiculous. That's one of the problems the MLB would have if they wanted to have a team in Mexico City. It's impossible. The altitude is too crazy. But Monterey, it's a lot lower. So maybe the NBA plays their games in Monterey, Mexico. Also, a brand new Tesla factory is being built in Monterey. But yeah, getting back to this, you can see this interesting arena design when it comes to Japan. It kind of looks interesting. It would certainly be probably a bottom tier NBA arena, just looking at it and judging it from the inside. And then you did have the NBA bubble in 2020.
Oh,
what an absolute mess this was.
Yeah.
So this took place from late July.
I guess you could include this
through October 11th, when they had to postpone the season and then restart it. And there were 22 teams involved. It was held in one bubble area at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex at Walt Disney World. And just the games are obviously going to completely lack atmosphere. There's the idea, is there an asterisk when it comes to
I wish they would stop talking about the fucking bubble.
There. I mean, look at the wall of that. I don't even know if it's like a practice arena. They've just got little fans in their little homes, on the screen. That's a terrible look. It's lifeless. It's dead. But yes, I wouldn't even, I guess you can consider it an arena, but it's more of just like a practice center where they had to play some of the most meaningful basketball, really the most meaningful basketball of the 2020 season, or the 2019-2020 season, whatever you want to call it. The entire playoffs were played there, including the finals. And then just one final thing that I will say, in regards to the current trend of NBA arenas, you will certainly start seeing more natural light get let into these arenas. Could that potentially allow for some type of translucent roof, maybe a retractable roof arena? The only real proposal I've ever seen was a Las Vegas-based proposal. It would be a Las Vegas expansion NBA team. That project, which was around $5 billion, is basically dead, but I do think they might try and do some type of semi-translucent roof, or letting something where a lot of natural light gets let into an arena. I'm guessing that's coming next when it comes to these NBA arenas overall. The idea of having a retractable roof really doesn't make a lot of sense because there's so many factors at play, although I guess you could say you can minimize the wind, considering if you're just opening a small part of the retractable roof, all of the sides and even the top area would be covering and blocking any wind from entering. But that is a huge concern when it comes to any basketball played outdoors. It is the wind. But guys, those are just some weird arenas or places that NBA games have happened at. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on X. Link to that's always in the description.
Alrighty. God damn it. Go back.
Alright, so in this video...
Go back. No, wait. No, please. No. Go back. Please. Alright, so I can do my little outro real quick. So yeah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one. I haven't forgot about the bubble. I just don't think about the bubble. I wish they would stop talking about the bubble. The bubble is over with. The bubble is dead. It's done. It's over with. It's dead. Let it die. Please. Let the bubble die. The only people that's still probably talking about the bubble is Laker fans and LeBron fans. We don't care. Nobody cares about the bubble. NBA players don't even like to talk about the bubble. They hated it. So let's stop talking about the bubble. Okay? Laker fans, your team is ass. Nobody cares about the bubble. Please stop talking about that goddamn bubble. Please. Nobody cares, man. Fuck the bubble, man. Anyways, I'm just gonna about do it for this one. I'm gonna see y'all next video. Till then, peace out.